Title: Whispers in the Forgotten Forest. Chapter 1: The Arrival. Imagine a forest so ancient and untouched that even the bravest travelers hesitate at its edge. This is where our story begins. On a cold October evening, a young woman named Emma stepped off the dusty road and into the depths of the forgotten forest. The fog was thick, curling around the twisted trees, like fingers reaching out to grab her. Every step she took made the dry leaves crunch beneath her boots, echoing into the silent darkness. Somewhere in the distance, a wolf howled, its cry swallowed by the endless shadows. Emma's friends had warned her not to come, but curiosity tugged at her heart. She thought she would see something extraordinary, something worth telling stories about. Little did she know that the forest had plans of its own plans that would change her life forever. Chapter 2: The Signs. As Emma ventured deeper, the trees seemed to come alive. Strange symbols were carved into their bark: circles, triangles, and marks that shimmered faintly in the pale moonlight. A chill ran down her spine. And then she heard it, a whisper, so soft she almost thought she imagined it. Emma. Her heartbeat quickened. She spun around, but no one was there. Only the forest, silent yet watching, seemed to mock her fear. Shadows twisted at the edge of her vision, moving unnaturally, just out of reach. It's just my imagination, she told herself. But every instinct screamed that this forest was different, dangerous, alive. Chapter 3: Lost and Alone. Hours passed, and Emma realized she was lost. The path behind her had vanished, replaced by thick underbrush that shifted as she moved. Panic settled in like a heavy cloak. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw a shadow dart between the trees. She called out, but her voice vanished into the darkness. Desperation drove her forward until she stumbled into a small clearing. Her breath caught in her throat. A circle of blackened stones surrounded a deep pit, and within it, footprints that were not hers led down into darkness. The forest seemed to hold its breath, patient and hungry. Chapter 4: The Haunting. Emma tried to retreat, but the whispers grew louder, multiplying, calling her name over and over. The trees bent toward her as if trying to trap her. Memories of the locals' warnings flashed through her mind: the hikers who never returned, the strange symbols, the townspeople who would never enter this forest. Fear gripped her entirely. In a desperate attempt to escape, she sprinted toward what she thought was the exit. But the forest was not done with her. Shadows moved faster than she could react. Whispers became screams, and the night swallowed her whole. Chapter 5: The Legend. No one knows exactly what happens to those who disappear in the forgotten forest. Some say it consumes their fear, trapping their souls forever. Others believe it's a gateway to another world. Locals warn their children never to enter. And now, Emma's story joins the countless others whispered in the wind. The forest waits, patient, always hungry for the next curious visitor. Outro Reflections. If you think you are brave enough to explore the unknown, remember, some places are better left alone. The forest never forgets, and curiosity can be deadly. Subscribe to hear more stories from the world's most haunted places. And remember, not all curiosities end well.